Digital aliens. Today I'm going to tell you a theory that I have been thinking about for years now that might help explain what the phenomena actually is. Now, I know there's a lot of theories out there for what the phenomena is. Time traveling humans from the future, interdimensional beings, ultra-terrestrials, extraterrestrials. But I have a different theory. Let's dive in. If you're new to the channel, y'all, and you like content like this, please hit that subscribe button. I put out a new video every day, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do not miss a day. And please hit that like button, vetters. That really helps out the videos. So thank y'all so much for the support there. And of course, comment down below. What do you think of my theory? Go ahead, roast me. It's all good. Let's dive in, y'all. Okay, so what exactly am I talking about? Well, basically, the theory is this, all right? Once humanity, eventually a civilization, let's put it this way, eventually a civilization or an advanced intelligence will eventually shed, in my opinion, the biological, physical body and transcend into a digital realm, a digital universe, and become digital, right? This whole other existence that's out there. That's why we don't see spaceships flying around, because advanced civilizations they're in a whole different world. They're in this digital realm, this digital universe that exists out there. You can't just see with the naked eye. I mean, think a video game character in a video game, right? Where is he exactly? He's in this other realm. He's little, electrical currents firing back and forth inside of this, motherboard, right? Or whatever, however it's being played, right? Where is he exactly? You need a screen to even see him and control him, right? Now, I'm not saying we're being controlled, and this isn't the simulation theory. Not like I'm not saying another advanced civilization created whatever. I'm saying eventually, right, as we progress, we ditch these bodies and we upload ourselves, if you will, to this digital universe. And that's what's out there, right? That's where advanced civilizations are. Biological bodies, this is old school. This stuff wears down, breaks down, right? If I'm digital, I can live forever, copy myself. The amount of space is infinite, but in a real way and an achievable way. Can travel distances instantly, right? It's all digital. You can literally instantly travel everywhere, reset everything, change everything, whatever you want, right? It's this other existence. So that's basically my theory about digital aliens. Now, let's dive in a little bit further. So recently, now I've had this theory for years. I even explained it on my old podcast, The Lone Star Plate. I'll put a link in the description so you can see. This isn't something I just came up with. But it was way before I was into UFOs. That was just sort of, I've always thought that this way, kind of, right, for a long time. I just thought physical beings, physical craft like that. I think you get so advanced, you realize the physical world is so limiting, right? And when you're in the digital world, it's the same but better, right? Essentially like the world of the Matrix, but for everything, everywhere. And that's the real world, the people live in. It's not a simulation. It's different. It's another existence, type of existence, right? This digital existence. And I always had this idea too, like why I came up with this idea? Was I was trying to think of a cool alien invasion movie. And I thought, it would be cool if they showed up in our internet and on our computer screens and TV screens and all our little gadgets and gizmos and watches, right? All of a sudden you just see the aliens there and they invade us through digitally. There is no big spaceship flying over Earth that's going to come in and be scary aliens, right? Aliens transcend into a totally different realm. That's where as we advance, that's where we go. So as I was coming up for that alien invasion movie, that's where that theory, and I thought, well, and then once I was into this more, into Vetted, right, got launched Vetted, and now I'm into this topic a lot more, I thought, oh, that actually works, in my opinion. That could be a reason why things seem so unusual sometimes with the phenomena. And maybe what they are, maybe they can project themselves into the physical world, right? And that's why things look so different and, odd, and everyone's got a bazillion different sightings with different kinds of craft. Although there are craft that many, shapes and sizes that many people do see. There is just a lot of shapes and sizes. Pardon me. I mean, all kinds of craft have been described. And lights, not even entire craft, right? So I don't know. Again, just a crazy idea. I think if you're into this topic enough and you think about it enough, you just sort of think of these sorts of things, right? And to me, it seems like a pretty reasonable explanation for where life goes as it advances, right? Let's be real. Just looking at our own society is kind of where I came up with it, right? Like if we were to continue to advance, it's kind of the same thought, or at least line of thinking that the simulation theory has, right? Where if we keep creating these worlds like in video games and stuff, and we keep going and going, eventually we will have the ability to create reality indistinguishable from reality, right? Our own reality. And then at that point, you start to ask yourself, well, are we in the simulation or base reality? Right. And then if there's bazillion options and only one base reality, then what are the odds that we're in the right actual base reality? Well, let's infer some of this same line of thinking in the sense that if we continue to progress, AI, technological advancements, health, everything, look at Neuralink. We're already trying to become these half robot, half biological beings, right? Well, eventually we're just going to go, you know what? I'm going to upload my whole consciousness to this digital realm, right? Forever. And that's what I think happens. We get so advanced that eventually people just start uploading themselves and they're gone. We're gone forever. Right? We can exist in this digital universe. And I used to think some of the problems with that were, well, what's controlling this digital universe? Are there these massive computers that have to hold all this together for us so that we can exist in that, right, universe, this digital universe? But then I found out about the electric universe theory, right? So potentially it's just natural. This digital universe. It's completely natural, right? So what do I mean by the electric universe theory? Let me play you a clip from the Y-Files so you can get a better idea of what I mean.
Since grade school, we've been taught that gravity is what keeps our feet firmly planted on the ground. But what if that's all been a lie? Now, I'm not saying if you jump off a bridge, you fall up instead of down, but what if Newton and Einstein were wrong, and what really ties our universe together is not gravity, but electricity? The electric universe theory says that instead of gravity, the universe's true attractive force comes from invisible electric currents that surround our planet, our solar system, the galaxy, and everything. We're all living in one giant universe-spanning circuit. Mainstream science ignores this possibility. But ignoring the electric universe blinds us to an unknown risk. The myths of our ancestors describe cataclysmic global disasters in the distant past. They knew about the electric universe too, not from science, but from experience. And our ancestors have sent us a strange but dire warning. Beware the shocking fury of planet Saturn.
Bam. So, right, all of a sudden, there's this possibility that this digital realm exists, this digital universe exists naturally. And that's where real life is, right? Yes, we get life on planets and this biological life, but eventually, advanced life, ditches physical matter, physical planets, all of that. Because light speed is slow. The limitations of physics and base reality is slow and violent and aggressive and ambiguous and, you know what I mean, beautiful as well, right, all together. But let's, the digital realm is open, free, what we want it to be. We can control it. I don't know. I find that interesting, right? That could be a possibility. Now, I'm not saying that's what the phenomena is. I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert. I'm not a mathematician. I haven't done any formulas on this. I'm not solving physics. I don't know anything. I'm just a regular dude who had some thoughts about this, and this is what I came up with. It's all from inferring where technology, in my opinion, would go. But again, I'm a nobody, right? But it's just me inferring where technology would go and kind of just looking at the pros and cons of a biological body versus a digital body and why you wouldn't make that change in all of society. And again, there's just an entire universe out there teeming with life, but life not like we are used to. It's where life goes. That's the next transcendence, Speaking of, remember this movie, Transcendence? Kind of something similar in the sense that, you upload your body, right? Your consciousness to this digital realm. Now, in that movie, he's almost like not himself. It's like a copy, like it's like it learned everything about him, but is it truly him? I don't know, right? Kind of takes on a different personality. So maybe that's what happens, but I don't even mean like that. I mean exactly you. You wouldn't turn into this raging monster with all this power. I mean, maybe you would, I guess. But I just think something similar, right? That's all I mean by that, something similar. But, I don't know. I just... seems plausible. I mean, I don't know, right? What's out there? What are the theories that are out there, right? Why not one more? And again, I'm sure, hopefully somebody in the comments I'm sure my theory is out there. It's just called something else, but I don't know. I looked, I couldn't find anything. Everything talked about AI, artificial intelligence, right? Which still could be a possibility that we interact with these intelligences that we came up with inside this digital universe, right? But I don't mean that. I mean us, biological body, not humans necessarily, but all advanced life across the universe gets to the same point we are with technology, right? And just eventually sheds the biological body, becomes digital, right? And again, I'm sure this theory is out there from somewhere. I couldn't find it. I literally just couldn't find it. So, tell me in the comments, other things similar. I'm crazy. I'm stupid. I mean, again, I don't really care. It's just a thought. It's just hanging out, right? If we were at a campfire drinking some beers, I'd be like, hey, what do you think about this? That's all it is. That's all it is. Something fun to sort of consider the implications of it, right? It implies like how civilizations, when they get eventually, if they really want to break, past the limitations of reality and physics and, the laws governing the universe, that's how you do it. And because the laws are almost nothing. You create all of it within this digital realm. You can, again, travel instantly. There is no, time in that sense. It's different. I don't know. Again, could help explain what's happening with some of this phenomena. I don't know. And again, with this electric universe, there maybe lightning and things like that. That is how they get around, right? I think life is flying around. It's just we can't see it. It's in this other realm. Again, it'd be like looking at your PlayStation and being like, my video games are in there. My video game characters are in there. you know. I'm not saying we're being controlled, okay? And that's not what I'm saying. I think that conversation is a Russian nesting doll of thought, meaning if you start to think of AI and control and what, I mean, maybe we're controlled. Maybe this is simulation. How do you know you have free will? How do you know it's not all laid out? The greatest script ever written is your life. You know, it's all written down. No matter how crazy you think the decisions are you make or random, they're not. Sure, I don't know. That's impossible for us to know at the end of the day. But again, digital aliens. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So please tell me in the comments what you think. I might have left something out. I don't know. I'm happy to discuss it probably on my next live stream or something, or sometime. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm sure y'all have some theories as well, what this phenomenon is. Please tell me in the comments. I'd love to read some of y'all's theories that aren't mainstream or out there typically. Let me know. So, I don't know. Could be a new thing. Digital aliens. I'll have a show on the History Channel. And, you know, I don't know. Anyway. All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the Michael Herrera video. If you haven't already, please check that out. This is yesterday's video. And our Discord server, please check that out. Link in the description. That's always popping with great information and great discussions. So I do have some announcements for that coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. We got some special stuff planned. And yeah, otherwise, we'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Remember, every day's a gift, y'all. Peace.